It's yours truly, Lazy Dooley, right now inside the O2 Arena for the ultimate seminar 2011. I'm here with my boys ODF, we're one of the proud sponsors of this event. Let me tell you how it goes. Basically, up and coming artists come here to listen to people that are already in the music industry, artists, management, PR teams, and they let you know what to avoid and what to get into when becoming a star. So they'll tell you the pitfalls, the good points, the bad points, and all that good stuff. So I'll tell you what, we're going to talk to some up and coming artists as well as the ones that you already know.
And I started as a dancer. No, just kidding. I'm actually really good, but I'll get on to that later. But no, I started as a musician, and then I did some record plugging, and then now I produce records and write.
How you doing? I'm Gosling. I produced Ed Sheeran's album Plus, so I'm just here, just been speaking on the panel, and yeah, it's gone really well, so all good.
Cool. Who worked with other artists have you worked with?
I worked with Wiley, I worked with Retro 2, I worked with P Money, just did a remix with him for Ed. Loads of urban artists really, but yeah.
When I was at uni, I didn't really do loads of education, but I sort of used the uni as a good place. It was in Manchester and Salford, and there was a good scene in music up there, so I stuck with that. And then I did work experience, which was really useful, and I did some stuff at Virgin Records. I think people can always underestimate work experience because it's really, really important and can really help you on your work.
I think the main thing is, I think what everyone's been saying today is work really hard, focus on what you're doing, work, even some more. You know, you've got to keep at it, and also try and do as much yourself. I think what with the internet and Twitter and Facebook and all that sort of stuff, how we did it with Ed was really like, you know, we just didn't care about labels or management or anything else like that. We just carried on and did it ourselves, and then if we believed in it, then hopefully everyone else would too. I guess that's it, man.
How have you not find the transition from moving from like what you're doing before into like the mainstream and being called down to do things like this? How do you find it?
It was quite a sudden blow up thing for us. Like all the music we made was kind of before everything blew up. Well, not really. Like Trumpets was like the second song we ever made, and then when it got released and then did well, because everything happened so quickly. I don't really know. I don't feel very different. I just know that I've got a lot more to do. Yeah. And sometimes people ask for photos and shit, which is kind of it's a weird feeling, but it's obviously a good sign. Do you know what I mean?
Seeing Justin to stardom, yeah.
Well, yeah. Like even you saying stardom, I don't really understand. It just freaks me out, man. Like I can't. It's weird. It's just weird. I think sometimes it takes a while to sink in. Like it's only a few moments. I kind of be like, whoa, this is weird. Like even the fact that people are handing us demos, I don't really get that. I wouldn't, because literally 4 or 5 months ago I would have been doing that myself. So.
And the one thing that I always find, whether it's whichever broadcaster I've ever worked for or in any area of media, entertainment, showbiz, is a lot of young people that come to the industry today think everyone becomes an overnight success.
I've met a very important young lady today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I love the word young. I don't think anyone said that to me today yet. Right, I'm Jasmine Dotiwala. I'm a broadcaster, journalist. I've been in the media industry for a minute. My brief CV. Okay, after uni I did work experience for The Big Breakfast, which was a Channel 4 TV show. I was a runner, then I was a floor manager there. Then the same company made a show called The Word, which was a big youth culture show in the 90s. It was outrageous. We had musicians on there every week, rappers, rockers, indie musicians, celebrities, you name it. It was the biggest and only show of its time on Channel 4 at the time. I was one of the presenters on it, and after I finished there, after 2 years, I went to MTV. I was an MTV News presenter for MTV News International on MTV Europe for the next 3 or 4 years. Then I decided that I actually wanted to do more of the behind the camera stuff, because I'm quite opinionated, I like talking a lot, I like writing my own scripts, and when you're a presenter, I don't know if this is how it works with you guys, but my producer used to tell me what to say, or she would write on the auto cue what she wanted me to say. Half the time I disagree with it, I didn't really talk like that, etc, etc. So the people behind the camera tend to have more power, so I ended up being a producer and a director at MTV for the next few years. I did everything from cribs, making a video, diaries of, every MTV show that you can think of I've probably series execs and produced. And then for my last 5 years at MTV I was head of MTV based production, and brought in people like Kojo and all the young UK, Team UK as we like to call them back then, and now everyone uses the phrase Team UK. Yeah, we didn't have any money, we brought people together, we unified the team and the industry, and to cut a long story short, now it's all working because they're all in the charts.
But if you actually believe in something and you know in your heart that it's right for you, then you just stick to it and don't let people knock you.
How do you find social networks? How important is that to getting yourself out there and get the wheels rolling?
Apart from the actual music, it's the next most important thing. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all the rest of them are just an absolute fantastic tool for getting music out there, getting your face known, building up a massive fan base. You know, when everyone started going on Twitter, it became the big thing. So many people have been signed through that. So many people have made connections, and like Skepta, who was working with P Diddy through Twitter and stuff. So it is really, really important.
I want to go out clubbing tomorrow night, I want to go partying, or Lucy's calling round tomorrow night, so that's when, I don't know Lucy by the way, yeah, but you know what I mean, that's where it kind of, you know, separates those who want to and those who don't really want to.
Certain career paths in the music industry, you can go along with people telling you what to do every day, but if you want to be, you know, if you want to be a real art, like I feel if you want to be a real artist and you want to have your own identity, you just have to have a stronger idea and be able to say to someone, even someone who's been in the industry for longer than you, if they, you know, if you don't agree with something and your instinct tells you to do something else that's more you, then a lot of the time, then I would say do that. I've never been to one, and there wasn't really one that I knew about when I was like early on in my career. But I think, you know, had I known about this 2 or 3 years ago, it would have been good. It's good to get people's stories and people's best and worst advice. And yes, I think it's good.
Every singer, there's definitely a pressure to stand out. Up your game is strange because with me anyway, like, I go shopping as well, and I still go shopping as well today, you know. So financially, money-wise, it's not really about your game. What's good, people? My ultimate seminar, it's sick, really inspirational, and that I advise everybody to come down. I want to pick up ODF Clothing because they've been showing me mad support and everything. Yeah, so big with ODF Clothing and come down to the ultimate seminar.
I'm here with the ODF Clothing guys.
With ODF Clothing.
ODF Clothing.
And you're watching ODF Clothing.
ODF Clothing and waiting for our free top to come.
ODFclothing.com and DannyMeetsWemboss.com. Do it.
In a race with my own race, just to raise the roof, and I ain't talking about the ceiling.